Hello, welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And since football season is here right now, I will be discussing another football topic. My Ravens won last night and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh, so that's great. They haven't won over there in a while, and they were swept by Pittsburgh last year, I mean. And I am looking for other subjects to discuss, but right now, really don't have any ideas. Any of you viewers that have any ideas on what you would like for me to discuss, what's feasible for me to discuss, I will be happy to do. How many people you remember the 1976 New York Jets? My brother and I had an APPA football game that had player cards of the various players the statistics were based on how the players performed during that season. And so I remember the New York Jets team on APBA was winless. They went winless. I know they won some games in the regular season in 1976, but they were winless. And I remember Tampa Bay beat them, and the 1976 Tampa Bay Buccaneers did not win a game. They didn't win a game until the second to last game of the 1977 season. They won their last two. 1976, one of the things I do remember was Lou Holtz coached the New York Jets that year. As a matter of fact, Lou Holtz has coached various teams. He first head coaching job was in 1969, William and Mary, and then 1972 he took the NC State job. Then he coached the New York Jets for one season, went on to Arkansas in 1977, 1984 went on to Minnesota. 1986 he left Minnesota and took over Notre Dame, which he won a national championship with. He had retired. He came out of retirement in 1999 and coached South Carolina for a while. And I'm going to find what the games that they played in 1976. Okay, at Cleveland they lost 38-17. At Denver they lost 46-3. At Miami 16-0. At San Francisco 17-6. I mean, these were horrendous defeats. They won in Buffalo against the Bills, or actually this was at Shea Stadium. At New England they lost 41-7. At Baltimore they lost 20-0. Then they returned to Buffalo and won 19-14. They lost to Dolphins 27-7. They beat the Buccaneers 34-0. That was their only shutout of the year. Lost to New England 38-24. Lost to Baltimore 33-16. Redskins beat them 37-16, and Cincinnati Bengals beat them 42-3. Both those last two games were in Shea Stadium, as a matter of fact. And Lou Holtz gave the New York Jets gave professional football a try that year. The two quarterbacks they had were Joe Namath and Richard Todd. And Richard Todd had been drafted out of Alabama. And I'm basically not really reading anything. I'm just going on what I can remember. And Lou Holtz coached the team until he coached 13 of the games, and he left after the 13th game of the season. And they were coached for one game by Mike Holovac. And of course, that's the game they lost 42-3. Walt Michaels replaced him and he was coach of the year in 1978. He had some good success with him. He was finally the one that got the Jets into the playoffs. But 1976 was also a year that the New York Jets had Joe Namath as their quarterback. He left after that season, played another season with the Los Angeles Rams for a while as a starter, and ended up getting replaced by Pat Hayden. 1977, I went to the last game of the season where the Redskins were playing the Rams at RFK Stadium, and I remember Pat Hayden started the game, and Vince Ferragamo came into the game, and Redskins were ahead 17-0. The Rams scored two touchdowns at Vince Ferragamo quarterback, and then got into field goal range, and Septien missed a short field goal that could have put the game into overtime. The Redskins won 17-14. But that's basically what I was able to find out about the New York Jets 1976 season. Lou Holtz, I guess, considered it a loss. He also said that the veer offense would never work in the NFL as well. Just thought I'd add that. I just ran across that, glancing over some of the articles. And like, subscribe, share. As always, thanks for watching.